Hey everyone, SimplyMakeupKaren here, and I am here to show you this holiday glam that I created for you guys, and I hope you enjoy. Please like, comment, share, and follow. Okay guys, as you can see right now, I am adding concealer to my under eyes. It is the Maybelline Master Conceal in 20 Light, and I'm going to be adding that underneath both of my eyelids, as you can see, guys. Yep, I'm just gonna add and make those little triangles underneath my eyes for better blending, covering up some of my redness and my pimples, because who does not have pimples? Only people that drink hella water, but sometimes can't be drinking that much water. Anyways, going on, we're gonna be covering up more and more of our redness, because this is a holiday look. You want to look, kind of photo finished in a way. So that's just me talking and just going on about my daily business, blabbering. And now I'm going to be taking the thing that I have in my hand. It is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Matte in 105 Natural Beige. And that's what I'm talking about right now, is that how I like it to be matte. And so when I mix it together with my other foundation, which you're gonna see in a minute, it is a matte, and I'm using the other foundation that I'm using. It is the Maybelline FitMe in 120 Classic Ivory. And as you can see, I'm going to be mixing them together to get a perfect color. And I'm mixing. And now I'm just slathering on my face. I'm just gonna slather that over my face to conceal on, just over top of my concealer. It is a lot, but you need a lot because you're gonna be out and about during the holidays, carrying stuff, helping people. And now we're going to get that off-brand beauty blender. It has been damped already. And what we're gonna do now, I'm just showing you my other beauty blenders because I was talking throughout this whole thing, but I did not like the way it looked, with me talking and all. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna use that beauty blender that I have in my hand to pat everything in place, just like dab, 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 everywhere. So that's what I'm showing you again. So, and then I'm still showing you my silicone one that I have had for I think only a month now. I've been testing it out and I'm highly recommending it. Now we're dabbing and dabbing, dab, 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 all over our faces to pat this on, so we don't look crazy and look like we have streaks everywhere, because don't nobody want to look crazy during the holidays, especially because your auntie that you don't like is going to be there, and nobody really wants that. You want to be looking professional, you want to look holiday-ish, you want to look beat to the ground, to the gods, to the heaven above. So we're beating and we're beating our face. I swear we're gonna get a concussion out of this, LOL. So we're beating our faces to the ground. Now we're going under our eye circles, because we've been staying up doing these exams. We're beating our face and we're beating our face. Grabbing a little bit more product to beat into my face. And we're beating our faces. And we're blending it into our neck because we don't want to have that line that shows our neck from our face. Nobody wants that. That's not cute. Keep it classy. Now we're taking the silicone sponge. And the thing with the silicone sponge is you can't particularly dab. You have to slide and dab. Slide and dab, slide and dab, slide and dab. That's what I'm doing all over my face right now. Just sliding it and dabbing, sliding it and dabbing. That is the key with the silicone sponge. And I actually like this a little bit better than my actual beauty blender because it is a little bit more better than the other one. And now I'm going in with my Airspun translucent powder to bake underneath of my eyes. The reason baking is so important is because it helps make your makeup last a long time. And for $8 at the supermarket, you can get it for $8, and I think it's a really good powder to start off with. I've tried two other ones, which was I think by the Maybelline line, and I think I also used the e.l.f. one, and I did not like those. I consider this powder pretty much better than those other two, and for $8 it's a steal. So now we're taking I have 3 beauty blenders. One has like a kind of like a smoother side to be able to use for baking, and so I'm taking a little bit of the powder, dusting a little bit of the excess off, putting it underneath my eyes. You know, you don't want this bake to last that long. The time that you should last baking is only approximately 5 minutes. So I'm putting it in the areas where I think I'm going to need it the most so I don't shine and I don't break through during the day. And that is in my nose, my under eyes, and underneath my chin, you know, where my chin is at, because that's where I mostly sweat. And I was just showing you guys the 39A Dare to Create Morphe palette, and I'm showing you the other ones that I have because I honestly think that Morphe has stepped up their game in the past year. As you can tell, I'm showing you by the packaging, how it looks. You know, you can tell that Morphe has really stepped up their game. And those 2 palettes were my very first palettes that I've ever had. And I'm just rambling about how I started off on makeup and now it's just crazy. So I'm showing you my I think this is the 3506 palette, and I was just showing you guys that and how much I've used it. So now we're going to move on to doing our eyes, and I'm showing you my Day Slayer palette by Morphe. I'm telling you, Morphe has stepped up their game, guys. If you have none of these 3 palettes, I believe you should go and buy them. I'm not a sponsor, I don't have affiliate codes because I'm not that famous, but I'm telling you guys, this is where I think Morphe has stepped up their game. So I'm just rambling throughout this video. I'm sorry, this is my first time editing things, so let's just keep going. So I'm rambling throughout this whole thing because I'm trying to tell y'all that using tape on your eyes is actually a really important thing. It's how I learned how to do my makeup at first, but you know, using tape often leads to crow's feet, and don't nobody want that. Nobody wants to look old when they're only like 19 years old. So I'm showing you to put it on your eyeballs to make that sharp ass line. And now, you know, I'm just rambling more about how crow's feet are bad for you. Nobody wants that. Come on, Karen, we get it, the crow's feet. So we're putting the other one on the other eye, you know, so we make sure that they're even and that they're aligned, and you know, you don't have one eye higher than the other one, you know, because you don't want to look crazy. I'm just saying, don't nobody want to look crazy these years, because your auntie be sneak dissing you and you don't want to have to choke that hoe. So now I'm showing you my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and it is in the Minor Sin color, and I'm telling you about how I accidentally confused myself at the Ulta store when buying this, but you know, it's actually a really good product. And now I'm slathering that onto my eyeballs. I'm putting a lot on so my eye makeup doesn't crease throughout the day during the holidays, so I'm adding a lot. And then I'm fixing my tape, and now I'm going to blend it in with my finger because I rather use my finger than use a brush, because with this product I found that using your finger is more helpful than using a brush. So now that we have blended it in, we're going to move on to using our palettes, and we're going to be using the 39A Dare to Create palette, and I'm going to be showing you, and I'm using the lightest shade on the side. I'm going to list the names down below, guys, don't worry. And then I'm going to use a fluffy brush to blend, and I'm telling you guys, you don't have to have a ton of brushes to create a good look. As you can see, I only use basically 5 brushes throughout this whole video. 5 brushes. You don't need to have all these crazy 3405 brushes, no. So we're going to take that shade and we're going to put it on our eyeballs, we're going to put it in the crease, and we're going to blend it. That is going to be our transition color. We're blending and we're blending, and the key to blending is blending in a circular motion, and then back, like circular and back and forth. It is the key to having a good blend. So we're going to be blending that circular motions. Remember, circular, go circular. And then we're dragging it to our inner corner, and we're going to be blending and blending. Blend, girlfriend. Yas, queen. Blend. And as you can tell, I'm gonna move on to the next shade, which is kind of like this more light brownish shade. It's like not that far off from of a color from the one that we just used on our crease. So we're gonna take that shade and we're gonna blend. We're blending, girl. Yes, Karen, yes. It's kind of more like a tannish reddish shade, and it's gonna help bring warmth to the eye. So we're blending and blending. Circular motions, guys. Ooh, who was that? So we're blending to the other eye now. Blend, blend, blend. Sorry, I just hiccuped. We're blending, 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 blending. Throughout this whole thing, you're going to hear me say blending because blending is important, guys. It is the most important thing you can do for your eye makeup because you don't want to look like you did not try. So I'm just rambling throughout this whole video, guys. That's why the video is so freaking long, but it's kind of going in depth. And now we're taking the Day Slayer palette and we're going to use kind of like this orangey pop color on top of it to give it more of a bright, like a little bit more warmth to it, you know. We're going to put that in the inner corner and we're going to blend. Throughout this whole thing, blending is probably one of the most important things that I could ever teach anybody that is just starting out in makeup. Blending is very important because, you know, when everything is well blended, you know, you're really happy with the way things turn out. And now we're gonna go back into the Day Slayer palette and we're going in with another orangey color to put into our crease. Yes, to bring in the warmth. So we're gonna blend that all together. Even though it is well blended now, you know, I still like to blend a little bit more. So we're taking a clean, fluffy brush and we're blending everything. And in case I might need a little bit more of something, you know, I'm just looking and I'm blending to see where I might need a little bit more of one shade or the other shade. So we're gonna be blending. And now we're gonna take a little bit of concealer and we're gonna cut the eye. Yes, yes, honey. We are cutting the eye so we can add glitter and make this so pretty. So we're cutting the eyeball and now we're gonna blend with our finger. We're gonna blend that concealer out, blend it into the other shade so, you know, it looks beautiful. We're blending and blending. I wanted to make this video a little bit long so, you know, I get in depth with everything. Because when you watch sometimes like 15-minute videos, it doesn't go that in depth, but I'm showing you like step by step of everything that I do. So this is like a kind of like a get ready with me / holiday glam look because I'm showing you basically how I do my makeup, like whenever I'm going to do really fancy makeup. And then I'm going to take this Wet n Wild loose pigment and it's kind of like a bronzy gold kind of shade and it's so pretty. It's so gold and it's like the flakes are just so pretty. Honestly, I got these for like $2 at CVS with, and I think I had a coupon along with it. So they basically came out to be free. So we're going to use a flat brush to pack that onto our eyeballs. Yes, honey. Come through, gold. Can y'all see that shine? For $2. These are $2. They look so pretty on the eyes. I think neutral eyes are always so pretty. So we're going in with that same loose pigment and we're putting it on the other eye. And then I'm going in with another shade, and I believe that's from my Day Slayer palette. It's kind of like a more goldish color. The other one's more of like a bronze color. Gold is what we're going for, because you know, gold is the winner. Gold is gold, baby. Then we're gonna blend it in. Yes, girl. Slay. And then we're gonna take a more kind of like a frosty shade from our Night Master palette. Tapping off the excess, because you know nobody want that. And you see, it just gives it more of a sheer kind of like look. I'm using my fingers now to pack on just a little bit more of color into the eyes. Sometimes using your fingers with more metallic slash, you know, glittery shades, it makes them just pop a little bit more than with using a brush. I mean, you can use a brush and wet it with, you know, setting spray, but you know, I'm more of a fingers kind of girl. When I was younger, I used to use my finger for everything. And now we're dusting off the cocaine from our face, because you know we had a lot of cocaine on our face. And we're patting it in with a brush. And now we're about to move on to eyeliner. It took me a minute to find my eyeliner. It was kind of lost in my makeup case. So this is the NYX liquid eyeliner. I love this eyeliner. I can seriously say that this is the best eyeliner I have ever used in my whole life. It is so black, and it's so you cannot mess this up. It took me about 3 years to perfect my eyeliner skills, because I was kind of like an emo back then, and I had panda eyes for like the longest time. But you know, practice makes perfect. I practiced for a long time. I remember I got stopped by a lady and she asked me how I did my eyeliner, and I said I use tape, and she was like, I use tape too, but it's not the same. And I was like, well, you just gotta practice. And she looked at me and said, girl, I've been practicing longer than you've been alive. And I'm like, well, sorry honey, sometimes just eyeliner skills are sometimes, you know, if you don't know how to do your eyeliner, I recommend starting off with gel, because I used to use gel eyeliner a lot, but then I moved on to liquid and I've never looked back. Gel eyeliner is probably one of the best for beginners, because you know, it's a little bit more easy to work with, and you have more control over how you want things. With liquid eyeliner, for me, once I do that flick of the wrist and I get the shape, that's the shape I'm going for. And all I do is grab concealer and fix my mistakes. That's another thing for really good eyeliner, is using concealer to erase your mistakes. Concealer can literally cover up divorces, you know, when you basically killed your sugar daddy. Concealer is the key for a lot of looks of mine, because you know, you have to clean after yourself. And now I'm taking the Wet n Wild H2O waterproof eyeliner, and I'm using that on top of my other eyeliner to give it more of a black look, because we want it to look dark. And now I'm using a little bit of some leftover concealer and cleaning up the edges to make it sharp. And now we're going to go into our waterline, and we're going to smoke it out to give us a smoky effect. And we're going to use the transition color that we first used on the bottom of our eyelashes with a fluffy brush, and we're going to smoke it out. Because since this is a holiday glam look, you want to look glam. So now we're going to use a pencil kind of brush, and we're going to go in with the darker shade and blend that into our eye, smoking it out. Yes, girl, that is all you. So now that we are blending underneath of our eyes to give it a smoky effect, you know, it just adds so much more to the look when you do kind of like a smoky eye. And now we're taking our Maybelline gel eyeliner and we're gonna tight line our waterline. We're tight lining to give us a more edgier look, because you know, being edgy is not a phase, mom. It's a lifestyle. Throughout this whole video, I was just thinking to myself, I used to dream about becoming a YouTube beauty guru, and now that I'm actually doing it, it's kind of scary that I'm putting my life online for everyone to see. It's kind of scary, but I wouldn't want it any other way. And I'm thankful for all my friends that talk me into doing it, because I kind of enjoy it, and I kind of actually like love editing the videos now, even though I still kind of suck. But you know, it's good. I feel great that I can show the world what I can do with my eyes. And then bam, look, we looking fierce, girl. Yes. Now we're gonna move on to the rest of our face again. And well, first we're gonna color our eyelashes. I lied. We're curling our eyelashes to God, to Jesus, to the big man himself. That is where we're curling these eyelashes towards. And I have really long eyelashes, guys, so that's why I really don't wear falsies, because they're really heavy on my eyes throughout the night. And you know, I drink during the holidays, so you know, I don't, once I start getting a little bit buzzed, I want to rip them off. So now I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and we're coating our eyelashes to God for the thickness and the blackness. See, you can tell my eyelashes are really long, and I appreciate that. I thank God for that. And now we're taking the Miss Manga mascara, and we're coating another little bit of our eyelashes. And then we're going to coat our bottom lashes. And bam, girl, look at you. Look at you. If anybody's wondering where I got my headband, I got it at Marshall's for like $3. I recommend these headbands. And now we're going to use a little bit of an inner highlight for our inner corner. We're going to be using the ColourPop Gold Highlighter. This is literally like a dupe for the Fenty Beauty highlight, and I honestly recommend it. For $7, it's really great. I love ColourPop. ColourPop has become one of my favorite makeup brands in the past month. So now we're taking a little bit of the second transition color to kind of like contour our faces. The thing about me is I don't contour that much, because contouring is not for me. I am a light-skinned bitch, and it just doesn't always work out for me. So now we're blending, and we're packing it onto the skin to make it look like our own. Oh yes, girl. Yes, Karen, come through. And now we're gonna take the e.l.f. It's kind of like a cream blush in Rose Royalty. It's a really pretty brush. And now we're putting that on a kind of like a flat top brush, and we're gonna put that into the apples of our cheeks. Not too much though, not too much. Just enough to give us a little bit of color back into our face. And now we're taking a little bit of our translucent powder. It is the Revlon translucent powder, and I'm gonna put that all over my face to set my face so nothing cracks throughout the day. And now we're gonna move on to highlighter. I love highlighters. This is another one of my ColourPop highlighters, and it's kind of like a snow white kind of like highlighter. Let's swatch to not do it justice, because it is a beautiful highlight. It's and that we're gonna do is put that on the top. Look at it guys. Do y'all see the shine? It's so pretty. I recommend a lot of the things that I'm using on my face because I've been using them for a long time. And now we're taking a little bit of an e.l.f. fake blush, and I believe it is in the color Pearlescent. I'm not sure. All these things will be listed down below in the description. And we're gonna put a little bit of the ColourPop highlight into our brow bone. And now we're completely done with the face. Now we're gonna move on to lips. The thing about my lips, guys, is that my cupid bow is kind of in a weird shape. It's kind of like in a, you know the Bratz doll? It looks like that. You're gonna see what I mean after I'm done putting it on. And I'm using this ColourPop shade in Mamacita. It is a liquid lipstick and it's matte AF. As soon as you put it on, bam, it's dry. We're outlining our lips and then we're gonna fill it in. And now we're going to be using another shade called Rooch by ColourPop. But first I'm going to, kind of conceal a little bit of my areas that I created. Red lipstick is sometimes so hard to conceal because it automatically wants to smudge and get ugly and look ugly on your face. So yeah, that's all guys. Hope you enjoy.
My voiceover